Congressman Chris Collins made national headlines after telling reporters he has a concealed carry permit and will now be carrying in his district for protection.
But under New York's controversial SAFE Act, gun owners are only allowed to have up to 7 rounds in their magazine. Yet 10-round magazines can be legally purchased. So we asked the Republican congressman if he was confronted by a gunman with a semi-automatic rifle, as his colleagues were yesterday, if he thinks 7 rounds would be enough to protect himself, his family, and his staff.
One of the more outrageous, progressive, ridiculous pieces of legislation that Governor Cuomo has pushed through. And that 7 bullets in your clip is the best example of how bad that law is.
Congressman Chris Collins says he's working with Scope to repeal the SAFE Act and put forth federal law that would preempt one of Governor Cuomo's signature pieces of legislation.
The SAFE Act does not keep lawful citizens safe. It was just, I would call it again, a progressive, far left piece of legislation that was pandering to the gun control people. Criminals obviously will pay no attention to that law whatsoever.
But we caught up with Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul today and asked her if New Yorkers would be able to defend themselves under the SAFE Act.
I won't speak to what the congressman chooses to do, but I don't think there's any question now that the SAFE Act is more important now than ever.
Hochul says the magazine limits are needed.
Well, the SAFE Act makes sure that we don't have shooters who have the capacity to have mass casualties. That is why we restrict the number of bullets in a magazine. So we do not want a shooter to be able to have the capacity legally to go around and shoot up a gathering of whether it's congressmen playing baseball or a crowd of people at a sporting event or anywhere.
Collins disagrees.
Well, I can't even understand the logic behind what she said. It's difficult to defend the indefensible, but obviously Kathy Hochul jumps when the governor says jump, and then she says how high and how often. You can't defend the SAFE Act